Hi dreamers, welcome back. It is Friday again and it is time for another weekly makeup basket. What I've been doing, if you've been watching my last couple weekly makeup baskets, is I've been going through my collection and digging deep down into the bottom to find things that I maybe haven't used for a while or that I maybe just don't reach for a certain reason, and trying them out and making some decisions. So I do have some fails this week. So I will get started and I will get to the fails as we get to them. I'm just going to go as I usually do with the order that I put the products on my face. So I dug this out from the very bottom of my stash. It is the Urban Decay Brightening and Tightening Complexion Primer Potion. And this is just a really nice primer. It's just kind of a clear silicone-y type of feel. It gets very tacky, so it's great at really making your makeup stick. I do think it does some brightening and some tightening, but I wouldn't say it does either a whole lot. It just, when you put it on and you rub it in, it feels a little tacky, a little tight. I think it maybe brightens my skin just a hint, but it is a good primer. Do I think it's worth the cost? Not really. This will not be one that I will purchase again. You do get 0.94 fluid ounces in here, so it is a pretty good size primer. I will enjoy using it for the entire time that I have this, but I won't be purchasing that one again. For my foundation, I've been using the Maybelline Fit Me. This is the matte and poreless one. I have this in 125 Nude Beige in the normal to oily version. I have not tried the dry version because it just wouldn't work for my skin. I have normal to combination skin. It's usually more combination, and it even gets a little bit oilier as we get closer to the hotter summer months. And my cat is jumping on my stand over there with my light. I hope she doesn't knock it off. But this is just a really great foundation. I absolutely love it. I remember why I purchased it. This is actually my second bottle of this, I believe, and I just love it. So it was a really fantastic buy. I do have all of these products on my face right now, so this is what that foundation looks like. I think that this is going to be a little bit light for me as we get into the summer. So once I've gone through the foundations that I need to go through, I will probably pull this one back out and try to use it up a little bit more before we get towards the summer. For my concealer this month, this week, I've been using the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. I don't know what color this is. It doesn't say on there. I'm actually almost out of it, so I may just keep using this for a couple more days until I'm done with it. But you can see there, I'm not getting very much out of there. I'm actually having to scrape, so I may only have 1 or 2 days of this left. So I used to really love this concealer, and it was one of my drugstore favorites, but I think that they've come out with so many new things from the drugstore lately that are so much better than this. This just has a very sort of thin consistency, and it doesn't blend in very well with a brush, and you can see when I kind of blend that on there, it doesn't really do a ton of concealing. So I'm not really thrilled with this being in my collection anymore. If it was full, I would probably just go ahead and get rid of it, but I really only have 1 or 2 more uses, so I'm just going to finish it off and empty it out of my collection. For the rest of face, I have my first fail for the week. I started off with the Maybelline Master Contour, and this is in the light medium one. Yeah, light to medium. So this contour color actually works pretty good. The blush color is really sort of a Barbie pink, and I did post swatches of these on my Instagram, which if you're not following me on Instagram, go jump over there and you can see swatches of stuff and looks throughout the week. But here is what those 3 colors look like. They are really pretty. The blush, I'm not really crazy about the color on my skin tone, but I do think it is a really pretty blush. It's a little I need something a little bit darker. I think it looks a little Barbie on me, but I did put this on someone else that had a lighter skin tone, and it was just a beautiful glow on her. The highlight is very pretty. The contour color is a tad bit orangey, but it works. My complaint with this is that after about, I'll say 4 hours of having this on. Now I did have a primer on. I did have a setting spray on. I tried it without a setting spray. I tried it without, you know, I just tried it several different ways. After about 4 hours, the blush and highlight were completely gone, and all I was left with was kind of a muddy version of this contour, and it just looked like my face was dirty, and I just didn't like that at all. I tried it for about half the week, and then I gave up. So this will be leaving my collection, because it just, if it's not gonna last longer than 3 or 4 hours, it just doesn't fit with my life. I need stuff that's going to last for 12 to 14 hours on an everyday basis. So instead I pulled out my e.l.f. contour palette, which I know that I can rely on. I've been using this color to set my under eye, and then I decided after I used it for one day, you know what, I'm going to try this to set my whole face, and I think that it worked out great. I think that if you have cool undertones, then that will not work to set your whole face, but if you have neutral undertones like I do, or if you have warm undertones, then that will work to set your whole face. I've been using this color for my contour, which I hit pan on today. I've been using this as my highlight. I generally use this one to bronze up my face, but I didn't do a whole lot of that this week. I was really just kind of focusing on that one. So the e.l.f. contour palette is a definite pick over the Maybelline Master Contour. This one is, I think this was $10 and this one was $6. So you do get, let's see, 0.17 ounces in here and 0.56 ounces in here. So you even get more product in that one. That may be 0.17 ounces per color, because that seems, I don't know. Anyway, go for the e.l.f. contour, not the Maybelline Master Contour. Okay, for blush this week, since I decided not to continue with the Maybelline Master Contour, I pulled out some products that I know that I love, and I probably should have pulled out some blushes that I needed to try, but I was so frustrated with the Maybelline product that I just pulled out a couple things I knew I could count on. So I pulled out my Milani Rose powder blushes. I have American Beauty Rose, which is this one, which, no, that's not the one I have on my face. I have Coral Cove, which is just a really pretty coral color. And I have Tea Rose, which is what I have on my face right now. These are stunning. They are beautiful. They last all day long. The swatches do not do them justice. This is the one that I have on my face. They don't swatch well, but they wear beautifully. They look beautiful. They are matte. So they just give you a really nice color to your cheeks that looks very natural, in my opinion. So if you see these, I highly recommend picking them up. I almost hate to use them because they are so pretty, but I will. I will probably use those up until they are completely gone, and then I will cry and be sad. For, let's do brows. For brows this week, I pulled out my Makeup Revolution Focus and Fix. If you didn't see on Monday my easy eyebrow tutorial using this palette, go check that out. I will link it down below if you want to go check that out. But this is just a really great sort of all-in-one brow palette, and I really used it this week, not because I needed to figure out if I wanted to keep it, but because I used it for that brow tutorial, and I just kept it out. I do have this in medium dark. I like this particular shade because I think it has a little bit of a hint of auburn to it, so it goes great with the purple in my hair. The wax is absolutely fantastic. The brush and the tweezers are great. This is just overall a really great product, and I highly recommend it. Okay, for eyes, I pulled out this Urban Decay, what's it called? Just eyeshadow primer potion. I have kind of always gone back and forth trying to decide whether I liked the Urban Decay or the Too Faced better, and I think I finally made a decision, and I like the Too Faced Shadow Insurance better. I do like this one. This is the deluxe sample size. I do have a couple of these. I do like them. I also have the one in Sin. I prefer the original just because the Sin has a lot of color to it, but I will use that up completely. For eyeshadow, I come to the next fail of the week. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen swatches and pictures and all this kind of stuff of this. And if you want to go check out my blog, dishwaterdreams.com, I have a full post on this palette, the nude'tude palette from the Balm. Now, I love the Balm. I have quite a few products from the Balm that I absolutely love. I wish that I had more, but this one I pulled out this week, and it is such a cute idea. It has the cute little girls with, you know, the eyeshadow hiding them. The colors are really, really beautiful. Here's my issue with this, and I will put a picture of the swatches that I did right up here. And here, let me show you a couple of these real fast. They swatch patchy. The colors are really nice, but they're a little bit difficult to work with. The light colors, the snobby and sassy right here give me the color payoff that I want. Stubborn and standoff, these two pink ones, they do not. They just don't have quite the color payoff that I'm looking for. They swatch great, but when I put them on my eyes, they just kind of blend to nothing. These darker colors are really hard to work with, and it's so hard to go easy on them because even if you just barely tap and then tap off the excess, you still get a lot of pigment, which is good, except for they're very hard to then blend. So I did get a lot of looks that I liked this week. I got a lot of good use out of it. I got, you know, quite a few looks I was really happy with. The thing that it makes this a fail is not so much the little bit of work that you have to put into working with these shadows. It is the fact that they just didn't last. And I put a picture up on my blog and on my Instagram showing kind of a before and after about 8 hours of wear. The looks are fantastic when you first put them on, but after 8 hours, it's just muddy. They've all run together. You can't really tell that you put different colors on, and I was just so frustrated with that all week. So I will be passing this on to someone else and out of my collection because I have so many other palettes. I don't need one just sitting around that I'm not going to reach for, I'm not going to grab for, and that's frustrating to me. So instead I pulled out my Lorac Pro 2 palette, which I haven't pulled out in a long time, and I couldn't remember why. And I still don't remember why. I absolutely love this palette. The colors are gorgeous. I do not have the first Pro palette. I liked the colors in this one a lot better, so that's what I went for. So right now I have Buff all over my lid. I have Nectar as my transition shade with Mocha underneath that, and in my outer corner I have Charcoal, which is this gray, just in the very, very outer corner, and then I have Rose in the middle, and then I again have Mocha sort of on the inside for that halo look. So that is what the eyeshadow look looks like. I'm really pleased with these. They are so easy to blend, so easy to work with, so easy to build up and get fantastic looks with, and they last at least, you know, 8 to 12 hours. Getting into 14 is a little questionable, but I really absolutely love this palette. I definitely recommend this Lorac Pro palette over the nude'tude palette, and they're both, I think they're both right about the same price point. So really, really enjoying these colors. The only complaint that I have about this palette is, and I don't know if you can see sort of the dips that I already have in here, and I haven't used it really a ton. They just get used up very, very quickly because they are so soft and powdery. So definitely go for the Lorac Pro or the Pro 2 over the Balm nude'tude. For the rest of eyes, I got this in the Sephora birthday gift, and I hadn't tried it yet. So even though I'm trying to use up that Too Faced eyeliner, I decided to give this a try this week just to see. This is the Marc Jacobs, and I don't think that my camera's gonna focus on that because it's all shiny. But it's just the Marc Jacobs eyeliner that comes with the birthday gift. It just says Highliner Gel Crayon. That is really, really tiny writing. Anyway, it is just a very, very creamy, easy to work with black. I have it on my tight line, I have it on my lower waterline and my lower lash line. This actually stayed in place really well and didn't fade throughout the day. And I still had this sort of same dark look at the end of the day that I did at the beginning of the day. It wasn't quite as dark, but it was still there. It kind of faded on my lower lash line and my lower waterline to like a really dark gray versus the stark black, but it still looked good and it didn't go anywhere. So I'm really pleased with that, and I'm really sad that it is so expensive because I don't know if I will purchase that or not. It depends on if I can find something else that I like even better. So if you guys have like a holy grail gel pencil or pencil that you use for tight lining or your waterline, leave me a comment down below because I need to find a cheaper product that I absolutely love. For my upper lash line, I pulled out, and again, the camera's not gonna focus because it's all shiny. This is the Jessie's Girl, which is of course a cult favorite liquid eyeliner. It just draws such a nice, beautiful line. I think I'm getting ready to have to retire this though because my brush is starting to fall apart because I've used it so much. But I'm still making it work, so as long as I can make it work, I will keep using that because I absolutely love it. And I'm hoping, because they don't sell Jessie's Girl anywhere around here, I'm hoping that when we go on vacation to Florida this summer that I can find a Rite Aid somewhere. If anybody lives in Florida, I think we're going to Pensacola. Are there Rite Aids there? Is there any place I can buy Jessie's Girl, or any of you from Florida? Anyway, we're going on vacation there in August, so I'm hoping that I can find something. For my mascara this week, I've been using the Buxom, the Big and Bushy. I just have a deluxe sample of this and I absolutely, absolutely love it. I think I will be purchasing it because I'm almost done with this sample. I love the brush, I love the product, I love the way that it makes my lashes look. You guys know that I don't do false lashes hardly ever. I think the last time that I had false lashes on was New Year's Eve. It was. The last time I had lashes on was New Year's Eve, and it's June. So I just like to put my mascara on and go, so I'm absolutely loving that one. For lips this week, there were two products that I just kept going back to because I liked the way that they looked with the eye looks that I was doing. The first one is the one that I have on my face, and this is the Kat Von D. It's the only one that I have of the Studded Kiss lipsticks, which is really sad because I absolutely love Kat Von D. But this is in Lovecraft, and it's just sort of a really nice matte rosy pink. That's what I have on my lips. It's very comfortable. It's so creamy going on. I want more of these. They're like $20 a piece, so it's kind of hard to justify. The other lipstick that I've been wearing, or I'm sorry, cream lipstick, this is the NYX Liquid Suede. This is the first one I've gotten of this formula, and it's in the color Soft Spoken. And I'm running out of room to swatch here. But it's just sort of a deeper mauvey brown color than the other. So I've got sort of the lighter pink here and the darker mauvey brown here. I will say one thing that I absolutely am loving about these liquid suedes, and it makes me want to buy more. I don't know if all the formulas are the same as this one, but if they are, I want to own just about every color. When I put this on the other day, and I decided I wasn't going to touch it up all day long and just see what happened. It wore down so nicely. It just looked beautiful all day long. And in fact, at the end of the day, I'd had it on for about 6 hours at that point, and I had eaten, and I had had my Dr. Pepper drinking out of cans and stuff, and Ryan came to kiss me goodbye, and he still did the, you know, little Peck, I don't want to ruin your lipstick kiss. And I was like, oh no, I probably don't have any more lipstick on. He was like, oh no, it's still there. So, you know, he thought that I still had brand new, nice, fresh lipstick on that I didn't want ruined. And I hadn't reapplied it for 6 hours. So that is really, really fantastic. So if you guys have tried these, leave me a comment and let me know if the other formulas are really similar, because I will definitely want to get more. Okay, last thing, this video is taking forever, I know, because I had so many different things this week. Nails. What I have on my nails right now is something that my sister passed on to me, and that's not it. I totally grabbed the wrong one. Here we go. This is an OPI in Strawberry Margarita. I absolutely love this color. It's so fun. It's so happy. It's kind of chipping on the ends right now, but I always forget to wear gloves when I do dishes, and so anyway, painting my nails is almost a daily thing because I'm just not easy on them. I forget to wear gloves, or I pick them off, or whatever. But I really liked this formula. I really like the color. Absolutely loving it. The other thing that I've been wearing this week is a combination. This is OPI's A Rose at Dawn, Broke by Noon, which is this really pretty sort of holographic metallic-y pink color. And then I was wearing Julep's Love on top of that, which is this really pretty pink sparkly. I don't really like this one by itself. I like to wear it on top of like another brighter color. I did post a picture of this on my Instagram, and I'll try to remember to put a picture of it right up here, but loved that combination. So that was, did we make it through? We made it through. We made it through everything this week. So unfortunately there were some fails, but I did manage to get 1, 2, 3 things out of my collection. So I think that that was a successful project panning week, sort of ish, because I finished one product and I'm giving 2 away. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Next week we may have another really long video because I'm going to be digging back to the bottom of my collection to find some stuff that I haven't used up in a long time. And then also leave me a comment down below when I finish going through, it's like when I finish going through all of my foundations, do you guys want to see what I've kept, what I have left, and what I've gotten rid of all together in one video? If so, leave me a comment down below and let me know. I think that that would probably be a really fun thing to do. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.